You think discipline traps you, but the Stoics believed it frees you. Not from rules, but from weakness, from chaos, and from your own impulses. And once you understand their framework, discipline becomes the path to self-mastery, not self-punishment. Let's be honest, most people see discipline as restriction, a cage, a burden, a lifestyle that removes joy and adds pressure. That's why so many men stay undisciplined, not because they're weak, but because their definition of discipline is wrong. They think discipline means I can't have fun. Discipline means suffering. Discipline means doing the things that I hate. But the Stoics saw it differently. Marcus Aurelius wrote that the purpose of discipline is to align your actions with your nature, not to punish yourself. Seneca said, discipline liberates us from the slavery of our impulses. Epictetus taught that without discipline, you are mastered by everything except yourself. The world calls discipline a cage, but the Stoics called it freedom. Let's break down their framework and how to use it today. Marcus Aurelius reminds himself repeatedly that if something is right, it's also natural, meaning it aligns with your higher self. So discipline isn't about forcing yourself into misery. It's about aligning your daily actions with the man you want to become. There's no punishment in that, only alignment. Discipline is simply doing what your future self will thank you for. Modern application. Ask yourself, does this make me more or less like the man I want to be? If it brings you closer, do it. And if it takes you further, cut it. Action step. Choose one action today that aligns with your future self. It could be a workout, a study session, cleaning your space, saying no to a distraction, or waking up on time. This is Stoic alignment in practice. Seneca wrote that the man controlled by his impulses is slave to the worst master. Freedom is not doing whatever you want. That's chaos disguised as comfort. Freedom is the ability to rule yourself. A man who has no discipline cannot choose his future. He can only react to cravings, moods, temptations, and fears. Discipline is not the chains, it is the keys to your freedom. From procrastination, emotional reactivity, laziness, addiction, weak habits, and low standards. Modern application. Every time you avoid something hard, you reinforce weakness. And every time you do something hard, you reinforce strength. Jocko says discipline equals freedom. But the Stoics said it first. Action step. Identify one area where you lack control. It could be phone use, food, sleep, emotions, or spending. And set a 90% rule. 90% of your choices in that category must be controlled, not impulsive. Epictetus taught that everything begins with how you see yourself. A man who sees himself as disciplined becomes disciplined, and a man who sees himself as weak becomes weak. Motivation comes and goes, but identity remains. When you identify as a disciplined man, your actions naturally follow. Modern application. Don't say, I'm trying to be disciplined. Say, I am a disciplined man. I act accordingly. Your brain will follow the identity you feed it. Action step. Write this affirmation somewhere visible. I do the difficult things because they make me strong. Repeat it before starting your hardest task, because identity comes before action and action comes before mastery. Most people chase comfort and end up overwhelmed. The Stoics chased discipline and ended up calm. Why? Because discipline eliminates internal conflict. When you keep your word, stay consistent, control impulses, build routines, choose the harder and better path, you stop fighting with yourself. Seneca wrote that the disciplined man is never disturbed because he trusts his own mind. Chaos comes from inconsistency, while peace comes from discipline. Modern application. Your mind becomes quiet when your choices become consistent. Action step. Choose one daily discipline that becomes automatic. It could be making your bed, journaling, morning cold exposure, 30 minutes of training, or 10 minutes of reading. Because small discipline results in large peace. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself every morning that he would face challenges, urges, laziness, and distractions. But he didn't avoid them. He prepared for them. The Stoics treated discipline like a muscle. Use it daily or lose it. Modern application. You don't become disciplined by doing something once. You become disciplined by doing it especially when you don't feel like it. Discipline is a daily agreement with yourself. Action step. Set a daily minimum standard. A tiny, non-negotiable habit so easy you can do it every day, even when tired. It could be 10 push-ups, 5 minutes of reading, 1 page of journaling, 2 minutes of cold water, a 10-minute walk. Because consistency will always beat intensity. You think discipline traps you, but the Stoics believed it frees you. From impulses, from distraction, from weakness, from inconsistency, and from the chaos of your own mind. Discipline is alignment. It's control, identity, peace, and freedom.